車牛翻嗰啲片咧，車牛到，好耐喺屋企都唔。
Would somebody get a little bit of salt? Let's season that with some salt. At the same time, silver glaze on one side, salt on the other. I'll flip. You salt the other side. Piping bags. That's fine. I can do it without. No problem. I can do it without. Okay, so
你幫佢揸住，我知道邊度。
here's my chicken skin. Can you put that into the piping bag? Okay. Here's my chicken skin, okay? I want to make a rectangle. As close to a rectangle as I can. Can we put silver glaze on this side? Yeah, perfect. Can I have the silver glaze? Gelatin. Open it up, please. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to put a little bit of silver glaze on the skin. Okay, so for the skin, I want to make a rectangle. I also want to look. Mavis did a fantastic job on this. So I have lots of extra skin here, okay? So I'm going to use my scissors. And I'm just going to cut a little bit of extra skin. And then cut up this way. Just because all the chickens we get, they have a really deep V here. Deep V. Yeah, because of the way they butcher them. So I'm just going to cut and fill that in a little bit, okay? Just so that it's easier for me to roll it. So this one is not going to have a mold, right? I'm using the chicken skin is the mold, yeah? So just like this. All right. Perfect. It's okay. Thank you. So you could just flap it on. But what I'm gonna do is, so see how it's a nice rectangle? That's really important, okay? So that's how I'm gonna get my round shape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pipe some here. I'm just gonna make a nice indent in the center here too. I'm gonna take my chicken breasts. I'm gonna lay them in.
我哋呢隻雞好大隻喎
Okay.
大雞嚟。
Down the center. Take some more. Pipe on top. A little bit on the side. A little bit on the side. So I just want to surround it in force meat, okay? So what am I doing here? This is an inlay, right? I'm not folding it in. I'm laying it in. Okay? And then I just use my hands to make sure it's all shaped nice around, okay? Yeah? So I'm all the way surrounding my chicken. The other thing you can do is butterfly your chicken breasts, okay? Lay them to match the skin and then fill the center with force meat. So next week if we want, we can try that way, okay? It's just visual. It's only the way it looks. So now I'm gonna take the bottom of this. I'm gonna pull this up and over. I'm gonna take this side. I'm gonna pull it back over, okay? And I'm making my round. I need the skin to cover everything because it's my mold, right? If I don't have skin, I don't have a mold. And I'm just gonna take a minute and try and make sure it's even, okay? It won't be perfectly round yet, but I want it to be even. So it's not fat here and skinny here. Okay, I'm gonna take my gloves off because gloves and plastic wrap hate each other. Now the hard part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll it, okay? So I'm gonna lift up my edge here. I'm gonna flip it all the way over. I'm gonna hold with one hand here and use the palm of my hand here. Start in the middle and come down one way. Switch hands, start in the middle, come the other way, okay? All that matters to me is that I'm even, okay? If it's very fat here, I'm not gonna have even. So I wanna be even And I want to make sure that this piece of plastic is tight here. If it's loose, once I roll, it also won't be loose, okay? So nice and tight. I tuck my fingers under here, and this roll is the only important one. This is what makes it tight. After this, it doesn't matter. I roll it really tight over, okay? Now, if it's really messy right now, get some clean plastic and start again, okay? Sometimes we're messy by now, and it's okay. But get a new piece of plastic, start all over. Okay, now this is as tight as it's gonna get, so I don't mind. I'm just gonna keep going. And then I'm gonna grab both ends and I'm gonna tighten up. Now remember, when you tighten up the ends, it's gonna get fatter, right? Here. So if, when I made that, I knew it was gonna get a bit bigger than that. So if I want it to be this big around, when I make it first, it needs to be this big around because it's gonna fatten up a little bit, okay? And I need to make sure it's pretty nice and tight. If it's got big air holes in it, because I didn't roll it tight, it's not gonna have a nice texture, it's gonna fall apart, okay? So again, nice big piece of plastic so that I can tie a knot here. The other thing is, if you don't make a very nice knot, if it's a bit loose, get another piece of plastic. And just tie it underneath, okay? And it'll make it, that way you can just get your knot a little bit tighter, okay? Turn it over the other side. This is your last chance to make it tight, okay? After this, you're done. Nice and tight. And then we tie our knot again, okay? No, we don't want to. The juice will all flow out, the flavor will all flow out, and water will flow in. Okay, so prefer not to. But the way we did it, we piped it, we shouldn't have any holes. Okay? Now, I say if it's messy, if this isn't nice, get new plastic, start again, but only do it one more time, okay? Because what's gonna happen, it's gonna get warmer. Every time you handle it with your hands, you make it a little bit warmer, a little bit like the force meat then, it's a little bit grainier. Okay, where did that little knife go? Oh, I have scissors. And I will take a piece of tin foil, please. So I'm just gonna trim these off so it looks nice. Nice big piece of tin foil. So if I put this in, as it cooks, the shape might alter a little bit, okay? So the tin foil, shiny side in towards the chicken. I'm gonna roll it in tin foil just to help with the shape. It also keeps the heat in, but it also helps with the shape. Oh, take one more tin foil. I ripped it. And you can just add another one. It just helps with the shape even more. Okay, and then this one's gonna go in the steamer. What temperature do we need to cook to? 155. 155, perfect. We got our tape ready to go. Okay, just so no water comes in our ends. And in we go. We'll go here.
How can I know
We're gonna use the throat.
Oh yeah.
So we always go in the order we put them in,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll move to the next one,
Okay.
Okay, let's do a quick spray down, please, because we're gonna switch